Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Political Nonsense. Today is April 30th. You know, it's been a long time since I've done one of these, but now we're at that boiling point where I'm like, all right, can't keep my mouth shut anymore. You know, it's funny. It's funny for 4 years, you know, every day we heard these people cry about Trump. So I was going to be petty. And every day for the next 4 years, I was just going to be like, oh, it's raining. Oh, it's Joe Biden's fault. Or, you know, oh, my food's cold. Thanks, Joe Biden. You know, I was just like going to be petty like that. But after like not even a month of doing that, I was like, dude, I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got things to do besides this. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird. I don't know how. I give them props for that, I guess, for keeping that shit up for fucking 4 years. Because I was like, all right, I'm done. So then I keep quiet, right? I'm like, I'm over this shit. Like, I need to unplug from this political shit. And then I just keep seeing shit and seeing shit and seeing dumb shit. People saying dumb shit. Brands saying dumb shit. The president saying dumb shit. So I'm just like, try to keep my mouth shut. Don't want to talk about it. But then, like, I just can't. It's just like, man, there needs to be more voices of common sense, more voices of reason in the world, right? Like, I don't think it's that hard, you know. And you like look, man, I switch on Fox News or a right-leaning publication or CNN or a left-leaning, and it's just the same bullshit. Just talking mad shit about the other side, condemning them for shit that their side does, and blaming them for all the division in the country right now. I'm like, dude, it's on everybody, including this post right here. You know, it's like, hey, fuck Republicans. They're so divided. It's like, dude, don't try to act like it's all on one side, man. If you don't consider yourself belonging to one of the political party, you know what I'm talking about. But if you're listening to me right now and you're like, no, dude, like, fuck the left or fuck the right, they're being a bunch of idiots. I'm like, okay. Like, then you're one of those dumb fucks, you know, and I can't help you, dude. And you belong to one of the parties, and I mean, it's a clear bias if you can't see. I told someone, I was like, you know, they're like, oh, the right's gone too far. I'm like, dude, if you think it's only the right, like, I got news for you. Like, you might be a little biased. Like, come on now. I'm seeing some insane shit. Like, it's not lost on me that the right is fucked, but it's like, you know why Political Nonsense's logo is this and it's mostly blue and just a little bit of red? It's to represent the current landscape of it. Overwhelmingly controlled fucking left, liberal, Democrat, whatever you want to say. What Fox News, OAN, like what? I mean, what, you know what I'm saying? Shit, Republicans had some stuff, but then they were they started banning all that shit. So, we're just in a crazy place, a funny time, where these people are just all about really projecting. I think, I don't know, man. Feeling guilty about things, or white guilt. I don't know what these people's problems are, you know? It's like, and here's the thing, you know, you got the far right and the far left, right? And what's the far right? You know, racists, homophobes. I mean, is that like the only, what else do they have against them? Okay, and then on the left, see, I know what to do with a racist, right? You say, fuck you, I don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I ain't gonna change your mind, but I ain't fucking with you, dude. Fuck you. Go take that ignorance somewhere else, right? I don't know what to do with these super far left-leaning liberals that are talking about banning everything, talking about killing Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and other fucking successful entrepreneurs. You know, this is why I am lean to the right, is it's all because I'm pro-business, you know? Fuck the social issues and stuff, you know? Yes, I have opinions on them, but what it boils down to me, oh my God, is business, dude. Speaking of business, let's pack this piece to talk about it. pro marijuana. Oh, why are you not a Democrat? Because it ain't all about just getting high, guys. And look, dude. If you've never... And, like, these people hate... And, dude, there's so much that I could talk about. These people hate entrepreneurs and business owners, it seems. You know? They're probably not talking to them. I deal with fucking brands, entrepreneurs, businesses of all sizes. And these small businesses are fucking hurting from the coronavirus. And we're in this weird fucking phase where it's like, are we opening back up? Are we staying locked down? We're like I thought we were opening back up like a month or something ago or whatever. And it's like, now it's like, you know, I think I just saw a new chart today or whatever where it was saying like, oh, 2 weeks and then you can go back to the office. And then 2 weeks after that, it's us. And it's like, who the fuck, who is like Fauci and just his team sitting somewhere? Like, I want to know where, like, what the process of deciding what these guidelines are, because they're all over the place, right? And it doesn't seem, and it's like, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So it's like, I mean, I get it. It's not an exact science or whatever, but, oh, dude. So they commented on Kamala Harris, and see, and this is just the thing, dude. Madam VP Kamala Harris dons a beige designer suit and flawless hair to address Congress. How the fuck is that news? Who cares? With her fake ass smile, this chick's fucking locked up more black people than fucking, I don't know who else. Okay, let's see. Someone commented, BT has run out of news. This is about our fight. First of all, here's Kalo, this white gay dude that doesn't, you know, isn't black. Not that you can't care about fucking, but it's like he says like, said it's like, who's black, you know? What's wrong with you? It's like, dude, what do you mean? What she wore is not news. If I was a chick, you know, and this is my point. If I was a chick, I'd be pissed, right? Like, why are we making this about my looks and my hair? I mean, why did you talk about fucking Biden's dress and hair? Did you talk about Trump's dress and hair? Oh, actually, yeah, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, I don't like this. You guys are like almost sexualizing me. You know what I'm saying? And if you think it's funny, that just shows your level of that just shows you. See, these people are face palms. These people, man, I can't do it. I get in these fights and I'm just like, I want to know. And the thing is my brother talks about this all the time, is like, these people feel the same way about me and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Even though, and like, these people think I'm hardcore Republican. I'm like, I couldn't be further from the truth. You don't know me. And I guess I don't know these people, but like, they're commenting shit that I'm seeing, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, when I comment on Facebook or stuff, like, I never really post, unless, I mean, sometimes I do, but I make it clear. Like, most of the time, people are like, dude, you think this, or you shared this? I'm like, look at the caption. Look, it's like, dude, just because I share something, or say something, like, lots of the times, I'm just, like, questioning people, you know? So many people are just in that echo chamber, and they don't look at things from a different perspective, you know? So someone's like, oh, fucking this happened. I'm like, well, I mean, you know, what if this happened? And they're like, oh, how could you? I'm like, dude, we're discussing. What did Jordan Peterson say, you know, to be fucking, what did he say? To think it's risk being offended. Is that what I just said? I don't know, dude, but I got this other comment from this lady, and it's just like, I can't even put this all into words. I got this message from this lady. Let's read this one. Switch account. No. I gotta go to my message requests. Okay. Oh my God, I got a new message. Who's Patrick MG? Okay. That's cool. That's NFT. So this is from Rachel Hayes, and you know, I don't ever fucking block out names. You know, you always see people share screenshots and they black that shit out. Fuck that, dude. You're on the internet fucking talking shit. You don't care who sees it. So she goes, you're a troll, not a mirror. Does your girlfriend know you're gay for Trump? What's wrong with being gay? You got a problem with fucking gay dudes, fucking Rachel? Fucking homophobe? Are you hoping he will grab you by the pussy? Now I have a pussy? So now I'm trans and now you're attacking me? I don't even know who the fuck this bitch is. This was October 31st, 2020, just in my spam folder for I don't know what the fuck. And it's like, what is your deal? And I'll tell you what, I never did. I kind of, I'm all like, treat others how you want to be treated, and I treat others how they treat me, and I don't know. I see so much hate from both sides, but I challenge you to scroll through a liberal feed of comments to a right-wing string of comments. Maybe I'll do that next time, or maybe we can find some posts to do it with on this one. But it's just like, I don't know how to describe the differences. Because yes, it's just a different side of the spectrum, but it's like, and they're all paranoid. Think the worst of the worst is being plotted by the other side. And then you watch the news, and it's just it's all propaganda, and it's just like, I don't know, man. It just like, I think about this shit, and like what I look at Alex Jones, and he's like, man, I've got to quit. This shit's gonna kill me. And I understand, man. I think about all this shit. I'm like, I don't even know how to connect all these dots. I don't even know how to explain it all. I don't even know. I'm all jumping all over the place. Because there's so much to talk about, and I haven't been here for a while. Like, what do we got? We got some stuff written down. Let's talk about the knife stabbing, right? The girl, there's 2 black girls in like in a knife fight or whatever. I didn't even read up on the details that much, other than I guess the girl that got shot called. But I mean, when the cop pulled up, here's the thing: when cops get limited, have you ever heard these 911 calls? You know what I'm saying? Like, they get the most just like craziest info. Right? Person's panicked, and then that receiver has to give the cop like, yeah, this is fucking maybe a knife, maybe a gun, we don't really know, not saying that's for this case, just saying like in general, so he rolls up, and this chick's trying to stab someone, and shoots her. I don't know if it was a guy or a girl, honestly. Let me look at the story again, all right? There's been a lot, okay? I'll give you guys that. There's been a lot of cop things going on lately, so it's hard to keep track of the names. I didn't even want to try to get Amelia, or I didn't want to try to keep track of all the names, or because I know the girl with the taser. We can talk about that. But anyway, the stabbing one, right? And people were really calling this cop racist. I'm like, look, man, I get it that like this is the trend right now. Like, fucking something pops out with police, they're racist. But like, come on, dude. Both of the victim and the stabber were fucking black, so if he didn't shoot the black girl and the other black girl got stabbed, they'd be calling him racist, right? Probably. Isn't that what I think that situation was the thing that Kobe Bryant was talking about? He said, "You're next." I believe. I don't want to be wrong on that, but I think that's, and it's just like, are you kidding me, dude? If you're the one getting stabbed, you're gonna fucking, if I'm the one getting stabbed, I know I want the cop to shoot the person stabbing me, because I'd rather him be bleeding out on the ground than me, okay? And, I don't want to throw this girl's name out, because she's whatever, she's cool, just a Facebook friend, saw her post, she was talking about this is why cops have tasers and blah, 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 and I'm like, yeah, I get it, but some people fight through tasers, like, it doesn't even faze them, right? So there's that, but I mean, I get it. Like, yeah, you should have used a taser, whatever. But that's not certainty, right? And then people are like, well, these are trained shooters. Why didn't they shoot for the leg? And I was like, these are trained shooters, and I'm pretty sure they're trained to shoot center mass to put the fucking subject on the ground, right? So, and she's just like, well, whatever. She's like, I would have the cop wouldn't have been needed. I would have. What'd she say? I would have dodged. I could look it up. Maybe she's like, I would have dodged this stuff. I would have dodged the knife stabs and then hit her or something. And I was like, why don't you let me stab you? Or I was like, I'll come unstab you then if you don't care. She was like, shit, good luck trying to find me. I'm like, look, all fun and games aside, like, that's weird ass thinking to me. Okay. Like, let's say you miss a block and now you're stabbed. Okay. Let's put a hypothetical in your hypothetical. You're fucking stabbed, you're bleeding out, and you're thinking, I'm glad that cop didn't shoot that bitch. No, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, people boil shit down to its simplest form, and it's like nothing's black and white. Everything's complicated. The time I decide to fucking take a shit is complicated. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. And, you know, if you think it's going to get any better, it's not. It's going to get more divisive. You know, us people in the middle really got to try. It's got to start somewhere, man. Like Fox News or CNN or both. Like, someone's got to be like, look, man. And just call it for how it is, man. Call out all the political bullshit on both sides. Be like, look, man. We're all to blame for this divisiveness. It's not just them. It's us, too. Like, we need to fucking wake up. We need to stop being so fucking childish. So petty. You know, we just need to come with a little more empathy, understanding, more respect. You know, more willingness to work together. It's just right now it's shown. You can see, and both sides do this, so you can see Republicans hear Democrat policies that they like. And then when the guy goes, well, actually, that's fucking, you know, that's Joe Biden's policy. And he goes, oh, no, I hate that policy. And it happens on the other side where they go and be like, they tell Democrats to support a Democrat, Donald Trump's fucking policy, right? And they're like, yeah, I like that. And they're like, well, it's a Donald Trump, and they think it's a Joe Biden policy. And he goes, that's a Donald Trump policy. And they're like, oh, no, I meant, you know. So, like, that just goes to show you where we are as a people. And, you know, my buddy said something, you know, let's look at this, because I like this. And I actually kind of said the same thing right before he commented this, and that's why I like it. I love when people say something, agree with me, like after I've said it, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? We're on the same page here. Let's see here. We'll start with this one. So I said, I'm so tired of all this or nothing bullshit. All cops are bad. All billionaires are evil. All Republicans are racist. All liberals are fucking idiots. If you think like this, do the world a favor. Go swim out in the ocean and get eaten by a shark or something, for fuck's sakes. My buddy David goes, I mean, maybe the last one I said, LOL. It does seem like the majority I have to deal with are, I know some friends that are liberals and have common sense about them, but they're the quiet ones. The fucking idiots are the loud ones, screaming about killing billionaires because they're evil and want to redistribute their money and want to get rid of the cops, even though they war with their neighbors over dog shit or stupid shit, and call the cops every day with their dumb ass, then go back inside to sit on a nice couch, watching Amazon Prime, waiting for a pizza to be delivered while they tweet on their $1,000 iPhone how much capitalism sucks. These people are such a facepalm. And then David Fitz goes, yeah, I wouldn't say all of them are, but they would have presented themselves over the past 5 years. 85% have lost their mind. And the only one to mention, completely agree with you, spoiled ourselves. Now, I don't agree with this, right? I think he thinks like this, and this goes into what my other buddy said, and this is what we're going to get into next, because what I was talking about originally, that I liked what he said about kind of bandwagon and people not wanting to go against their party, because then it's like, oh, what? You don't agree with every literal thing our party stands for, so you're a fucking Republican, or you're a liberal, you're the other side. So I think it's more, I think the most that the radical sides on each side is probably 25% on each side, right? That's what I think, and I kind of want to break it down into a chart. That's an infographic, because that's how I felt like it is, you know? And I do think that it gets amplified, and it seems like all the Republicans are fucking racist, or all the liberals are fucking idiots, these woke fucking ass motherfuckers. It's just not the case. It's just on social media, it's amplified. Let's see here. So yeah, I shared this post. There's a original post. I wish I could see it. This original post was shared by Being Liberal, and like the caption was a quote by someone writing an article about it. Maybe it's in this, I don't know. And he's like, just said the most ridiculous shit. I didn't even read this. I was just like, it was saying like, you know, oh, we could cancel Joe Rogan if we won, blah blah blah. You know, I was just like, I was like, I want to know how liberals make it through their day with so much shit bothering them. You know, because like I was thinking, like I said, I was thinking back to it, how I was gonna be petty, and you know, every day I was gonna be like, man, fuck Biden, and like I was like, dude, I can't be doing that. I don't have like the energy. I got other shit to do. So, and then I'm still seeing shit about Trump every day from liberals. So it's like, Jesus Christ, is this ever going to stop? Even after the next president? It's like, you guys are still going to be talking about it? And it's just like, it's just ridiculous. And I was just like, man, these people seem... And then this is what Jared goes. He goes, because it's the loud minority saying the crazy shit that gets traction in the media. The media latches onto the wildest things, and the ultra-liberals think they're behind on some trend, even though it's really only a small percent that believe the nonsense, so they bandwagon, not to be seen behind, goes both ways with the liberal side, seems to latch on to some of the nonsense more. I'm saying this as a heavy liberal, too. And I'm like, I was just saying this in another post. It's not all for sure, but the other side of the spectrum is not lost on me. In my personal experience, majority liberals are being ridiculous. This OP was from the Being Liberal page, and the caption was stupid as hell, and the comments were full of people saying shit. I hate when people talk like they personally know what's up with people they don't know. I see it with Joe Rogan, Elon Musk, Bezos, Bam Margera, Donald Trump, all these people they heavily criticize. People just need to chill the fuck out. Like, what happened to the days of hating on people that actually deserve it instead of vilifying personalities with different viewpoints or people with money? These are all sound bites, right? That Bam Margera one might kind of seem like out of place, but if you go to his comments, you know what I'm talking about. I think the problem, and look, right, you'll never run into these, sometimes, but most of the time you won't run into these people in the real life and have these interactions like this, right? If I ran into someone that I was fighting with on Facebook in real life that I did, like, before the fight, right, and I didn't know him, I'd be like, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? So you're coming into this thing with just one little bit of information about someone, right? Like, this person could be in a different world your best friend, you know, if you didn't know just about their politics, right? So I was making a point earlier just a second ago, and I don't know, I hate that, man. And that's the consequence of smoking weed, I guess, is like my brain is horrible. Well, finally, I just love how, like, the image of all these men behind Madam Vice President Harris is breathtaking. Like, give me a break, bro. This bitch hasn't gotten any criticism, dude. You know what I'm saying? And she's got history for it to be criticized for, you know? Same as Pence, and Pence got it, dude. And that's just the whole point of political nonsense, is pointing out on both sides, but I will always, I lean more red because of business, and because blue is fucking overtaking red, you know? We lost, I don't know if we ever had control of the culture, but we lost what bit we did have. We have like 2 networks. Okay, those comments aren't that bad. I'm trying to find the one where it's just like, it's just like the most ridiculous shit. 27 million people watched. Only 27 million. That was like a fall from what? Yo, my man deleted it. Man, don't be a bitch, bro. Man, don't ever delete a fucking, not even a political post, a fucking pro-business post pointing people's fucking dumbass shit out. You know, it's like, these people that just talk shit about Elon Musk, these people that are working dead-end jobs that they hate, and they're like, man, fuck Elon Musk. No one should have that much money. It's like, fuck you, dude. Maybe get that much money, and then you can say that. The Supreme Court... so this chick didn't, dude, this chick has proved time and time again that she's fucking honorable, that she's and it's just like, people, I don't know, like, dude, she fucking went against Trump in fucking more than one thing already. And it's like, everyone's still like, oh, we know who put her there, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, bitch, what has she done? Like, she's doing her job. We're jumping all over the place, dude. It's cool. I'm just looking at my save. This might be just the format of the show from now on, you know. A lot of these are going to be being liberal posts. The Trump campaign has been referred to a collection agency for $211,000 in unpaid. Who thinks they should put a lien on Mar-a-Lago? Why did I save this? These motherfuckers. It's just, I guess I probably just saved it just because for, like, just pause the video and just read some of these. Like, so much just negativity and hate, man. It's crazy. I don't understand it. Bill Maher has returned to form, hating on liberals ever since Trump's gone. So, you know, that's nice to see, but also it's like, what the fuck, dude? You really didn't like Trump that much. People mad cop didn't disarm girl who was stabbing someone. Did we ever finish talking about that? Because it's like, I think we did. Talked about the chick that wanted to get stabbed. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? LeBron faces backlash for not. That fucking post is gone too. She didn't delete it though. The original poster did. Columbus police hold press conference. Maxine Waters talking that shit. Trump's wealth dropped because he is president. Democrats introduced legislation to pack Supreme Court, even though all three of like the major fucking leaders right now in the Democratic side have said that they were not going to do it and against it, but now they're looking into it, probably going to try it, but you know, now when Republicans get in power, they're just going to do the same thing. So it's like criminal indictments loom over Trump. Did you guys see the one where it's like Biden's executive order to like help reform police, and like one of them is just like outlawing racial profiling, and it's like, oh dude, you fucking did it, bro. You fucking cured fucking racism, dude, and you stopped racial profiling. No, shit's still gonna happen, you know. Like, was racial profile, like, you know what I'm saying, like, dude, was that shit documented or something before, you know? Like, it's like the same thing I was telling my buddy Rye Guy, like, he's all stoked about, you know, all these trans and gay right things that they're doing, and it's like, it's the same thing. It's like, Joe Biden put into law that you can't discriminate against gays, and it's like, yeah, and I told him, yeah, that's nice to have in the law, it doesn't hurt, right? But for me, like, that shit's just fucking hollow fluff that, like, you know, just gets some brownie points, gets them continued support. And it's like, you can't just, legislation doesn't change hate, doesn't get rid of hate. That shit's still there. Education is the only thing that will change any of that. I don't know what that looks like exactly, but I know it's not legislation, unless it's hand in hand with education, but that gets a little iffy. That gets even more 1984. Like, I don't know about all that, but I'm just saying, you know, so I'm like, yeah, dude, I mean, it's cool. I'm not mad that that's written into law, but it's like, that doesn't get rid of the issue. And that's the thing, man. It's like, let's look at these real issues at the fucking like, I don't get that, man. People, and like I said, it's all fucking complex. And these motherfuckers think, just boil shit down to the simplest shit. I'm like, it's like, where's the free thought, dude? Where's the thinking? Where's the discussion, you know? Let's risk being offensive, you know? You watch fucking Jordan Peterson talk with that other doctor about transgender. I don't know if it was I think it was something to do with transgenders. And after in the middle of every sentence, they had to like stop and be like, now this isn't my personal view, and this is just, you know, an example, and just like kept like, you know, pretty much like, hey, you know, don't fucking cancel me for having this fucking scientific discussion. And it's just like, how we gotten to that point, dude? Shit's taking forever, you know? That conversation took like 40 minutes. It should have took 10. It's the world we're going to be living in all aspects, dude. I'm going to have to learn fucking the cashier's fucking pronouns before I fucking stick my card in. I don't know. Okay, that's... All right. See, and I got to catch myself. I'm trying to be better. Okay? I need to catch myself when I'm being divisive, when I'm being fucking biased and just spitting some fucking bullshit, you know? Because that's what I'm saying. It takes it's up to everybody, dude. Personal responsibility. We got to be like, look, dude, we're all being fucking petty. We're all being dumb. We're not helping anybody. Nothing's getting done. Maybe that's a good thing because we don't want your thing done. So it's like, what do we do, man? I'm telling you, I really think / kind of want to do an experiment where we just split the fucking country up. You know, libs, Democrats get one side or certain states, and the other. And it's like, no big deal, right? And we'll see. You guys run your shit how you want to. We'll run it how we want to. 10 years, we'll see what 10, 15 years maybe, whatever. We'll see what the best is. Who's living the best. If one's a utopia, one's fucking apocalyptic, whatever. We do whatever the best system is, and we just say, hey, we're fucking wrong. Because that's another thing, is like, we never get a long enough run to see, you know, who does the best. You know, there's so much turnover that it's like, fucking, they don't even get time to do the shit they want to, the shit that they want to do by the time it gets in effect and the next president's in, and they either get credit for it or they get blamed for it. So it's like, you know, I say, like, do a 10-year run or something, you know, let's see what actually changes. I don't know. And, like, you know, and if one America, or if one of the halves is destroyed, that's cost of the experiment, you know. Now, with that other side, should live in a utopia, should have enough money to rebuild up America. And we know, like, this was the great experiment. We are, for now, forever, a liberal nation, or we are a communist nation. You know what I'm saying? Like, however it fucking turns out. But I don't know, man. This shit ain't working, man. And then you got Democrats in droves, you know, fleeing Cali and New York for Florida and Texas and other places. And fucking content creators, celebrities, rich people are doing it. On the left side, they're like, I voted for... There's some of them on tape being like, I voted for Biden, but he's going to try to tax me too much, so I'm leaving. Well, just fucking know when you get to fucking Texas or Florida that you better fucking vote red, because that's the reason you went there. And I'm thinking that a lot of these motherfuckers are going to be too dumb to realize that. Or this is some kind of master plan by the Democrats to fucking flip all the states. I don't know, but it's not going to be a good idea. And, I mean, how do you think some of these red states have already flipped, you know? So it's funny, though, that some of these places are losing seats because so many people are leaving. You want them to run the country like this? Look at anything government ran. Healthcare, the VA is fucking shit, dude. You want free healthcare? Like, great. Dude, that's going to be awesome, you know? You want free college? Maybe like, I mean, is that just for states? And then there'll still be private schools, I guess. I mean, whatever. Do that, I guess, if you want. I have no idea what the fuck we were talking about, but I think that's happened a few times in this episode. The Young Turks, shit. What could I say about the Young Turks, dude? I don't even want to get into it. The Young Turks piss me off. I used to like them too, you know. And you know what else is funny? Let me talk about this. Is how these fucking crazy ass liberals are making me like people that I used to hate. Like Ben Shapiro's a little nerdy ass, dude. I'm like, you know, we used to make fun of Ben Shapiro together, but now we can't even do that because y'all be doing some crazy shit too. And all right, more technical difficulties. Sorry about that. I don't know what I was talking about again. Oh yeah, it was about how fucking, I'm telling you, who else did I not like? And or is it Steven Crowder? Or I don't even know his fucking name. I don't like him, but Crowder, Louder with Crowder, that dude. Ben Shapiro, dude, like, I would have picked on him in high school. Yeah, I'm a fucking bully. Not unless you were cool, dude. If you're cool, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Like, now Ben Shapiro is my dude, I guess, because he's one of the few talking sense. You know? This shit ain't political science degrees. This shit ain't rocket science. Like, this shit is like, okay, maybe some of it, maybe, could be argued that it is. But it's like, first and foremost, just common sense, dude. You know what I'm saying? About less government and more free market, dude. You know? And if you boil down the parties, and it's always been like, one's big government, small business, one's fucking small government, big business. Why would you? I don't get it. And the people on the other side are being like, I don't get your way of thinking, you know? Everything they say sounds good on paper, right? And this is how I always saw communism when I first learned about communism. it sounds good on paper, but it doesn't really work out, you know? And that's kind of their whole thing, you know? They want they want to help everybody, and they just want everything to be awesome. And it's, you know, that'd be awesome, but unfortunately, you know, we ain't doing too bad, you know? You go somewhere else, and you won't even be able to say the shit that you want to. You won't even be able, it's like, and it's like, I get it, oh, what, just because, you know, we're better off, we can't be better off, or, you know, just because these kids in Africa aren't eating, like, we can't be upset with our situation. Like, I get it, that whole thing, but it's just like, I don't know, man. People always vilify fucking good shit, man. We're vilifying fucking CEOs. Should have grabbed more cigarettes. We're vilifying fucking companies that we use. What would the one guy say? Something about just talking shit about capitalism. Oh, dude. And you know, see, I'm not smart. And I think we all know that. And I listen to Jordan Peterson. I'm like, this motherfucker's smart. And he puts, I think, what a lot of us are thinking intelligently, right? And I listen to him, I'm like, how can anyone disagree with this guy? How are these people up here making these weak ass arguments? All the feminists that he debates, and look, I don't got anything against women. I got shit against feminists. Not like the like cool feminists that are like I don't know, like there's, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not fucking all in your face with your fucking feminism, I'm cool with it, dude. This feminism shit, I'm telling you, dude. And it's funny, it's the same thing with defund the police or calling everybody racist. You know, I call these things when I first see them, I'm like, you know, this isn't gonna end well, you know. And here we are. I said 5 years ago, people starting to call people racist just over nothing. I'm like, dude, you can't just call people racist. You know, this is a slippery slope, and it's just going to be bad, dude. And 5 years later, it's only getting worse. So we got that to look forward to. What else I say? Defund the police. And socialism, and communism, you know, it always is like, oh, we don't mean get rid of the police. It's defund the police. And then now a lot of these people are saying get rid of the police, okay? It's not socialism, it's democratic socialism, okay? Now it's literally socialism, and a lot of people are literally saying, like, literally just saying want communism. I'm like, what? Like I said, man. But I would recommend everyone watch the movie Trumbo. That was about the movie maker. He was a communist and the Red Scare and shit. It was actually a really good movie, and it took me I think it came out in 2017, and I watched it this year or last year, in the last 7 months probably or whatever. So it's a really good movie, and it kind of just gives you a little insight to, I wrote a review about it, kind of talking about this, how it gives an insight to kind of what Trumpers have to go through, conservatives now, through the censorship thing. And it's weird that, like, you know, back then, if you mention the word communist, like, people were like, shut up, dude, don't say that fucking word, you know? And now, like, people are calling for it. And I'm like, I've seen documentaries, man, read papers, articles, in school, out of school, after school, and it's like, I wouldn't want to live there. I've talked to fucking lots of army people that have been all over the world. They may be a little biased, but they say, trust me, this is the best place to fucking live. And I would agree. So, I don't know. But it's just like, I'm looking at this news, and it's just like, it's such propaganda and like hype and just fear-mongering, paranoia. Worst of the worst is happening on both sides, Fox, CNN. It's all of it, and all of them are whatever they're talking about, whether it's fucking what the Lemon guy said or what fucking Ricky Gervais said during the Oscars, or they're talking about it like it's the biggest thing ever, and because this guy said this, this guy's racist and systematic racism is ruling and the patriarchy is. It's just like, dude, chill the fuck out, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can address problems without, like I said, all or nothing bullshit, without the it's all them, not us bullshit. The stupid distracting bullshit. I just combined like distracting and distraction. I did that the other day with chaos and chaotic, and it was just funny. I said chaos funny, but anyway, inside joke between me and my brother. But I know there's some things that, you know, I did jot down because I was like, you know, I gotta talk about this, but like I just wasn't ready. I think I did mention this before about how I've come across a lot of Democrats that don't want to read. Like, you'll give them a source, you know, and it's something that could be left leaning, it could be right leaning, it could be in the middle, it could be a personal fucking blog. No matter what it is, they're like, I'm not gonna read that. You know, it could be CNN. I'm not gonna read that. You know, I was like, all these people were talking about how Trump's racist, and I'm so glad we don't have a racist president. I'm like, guys, have you seen the video? Like, guys, we have footage in clips and audio clips and footage and fucking documented history of this motherfucker, right? Saying the N-word. Saying that they want to come into the infiltrate the suburbs and rape wives and daughters and sisters. And it's like, how is this guy the president? If we were trying to get rid of, if our main argument to get rid of the last guy was he was a racist, and we're going to replace him with our racist, so that tells me the whole time that you guys don't even give a fuck. You know, you just want your racist to be in there. You know, I hate when I ask people why is Trump racist, and they say like, oh, he said all Mexicans are rapists, and when that's definitely misquoted. And if you look at the whole clip, you can fucking see that's just something that anyone would say talking about that, because it's true. You know, so yeah, I give them video. She's like, this one girl was like, Biden never said the N-word. I gave her a video compilation of all the. She's like, I'm not gonna watch that. I'm like, well, I can't fucking help you then. I tried and I can't, so it hurts. You know, silencing conservatives. We just seen that a lot ever since Biden took office. It just seems like every week someone's getting silenced. Dude that, you know, Gina Carlo from fucking whatever. They were talking about how they want Fox News to not be played at military stations anymore. But all this shit, I see this shit, all this liberal propaganda on Nickelodeon, on Disney, these kids' books. I'm like, what the fuck? Why the fuck are we... Like, they're trying to get them young, man. Like, I knew they were getting them in college because I had my own experiences with that shit. And I was, like, mad. I was like, dude, this is fucking programming. This is fucking conditioning my kid. I don't have a kid, but, like, a niece. You know. The guy that exposed CNN for, like, you know, had the tape of him being like, yeah, we're biased as fuck, tried to make Trump look bad and all this shit. He got banned from Twitter for all that. Steven Crowder got banned from YouTube for a while. Everyone's getting banned, you know. And I got a list here that also goes with that whole like, it starts, oh no, it's not communism, you know, or it's not socialism, it's democratic socialism. Like, it's the whole thing with DC and Puerto Rico becoming a state. Everyone's like, dude, we don't want that. They're not going to do that. Boom. Doing that. getting rid of the filibuster, and they called it racist now to do so. That's their thing now. It's just call everything racist. They used the filibuster all while Trump was in fucking office. Now that they have power, they want to get rid of it. Guarantee if they did get rid of it, and then a Republican president got in next time, I guarantee they would want to fucking reintroduce it. So it's just like, miss me with that fucking hypocritical political bullshit. You know, same with packing the court. They all didn't want to pack the fucking court. They all are on record saying they don't want to pack the court, and now they're looking about packing the fucking court. You know, they're fucking tactics. Like I said, call everything fucking racism. You know, when you're bringing up fucking comparisons to established patterns, they say, oh, that's whataboutism, and it's like, it's relative. Like, what? Oh, dude, there's so much. This is what, you know, and like I said, man, I'll tell you, I'll be the first one to tell you that both sides are hypocrites, okay? But I see more, and I watch the same amount, a shit ton of news from every fucking source that I can. I'm on the computer as a job most of the day, so I see it all, dude. I keep track of this, and as of late, it seems like Republicans have been less hypocritical, you know, especially when it comes to like those violent rioters, those terrorists, since we're calling them that. Notice how no rioters or protesters were ever called terrorists until January 6th, right? The DC riots. So now they're riots. Even though no businesses were burned down or cars were flipped, there's some windows broken, and the Capitol was just stormed, and they were milling around in there. If you see the videos, and they're just like, "Hey, man, you guys got to get out of here." Some of the cops let them in. I've seen them. They're like, "Oh, move the gates," and like you can find the videos. I need to save them and upload them all to the page. I need to update more pictures of the page. I have things that I want to do, so we're gonna be doing more content on the Facebook page for political nonsense. So follow it. You know, so yeah, like when that shit was happening, when the BLM riots and the BLM terrorists is what I'm gonna call them now, since the DC riots are riots and terrorists. When the BLM riots and terrorists were going on, Fox News and all the right people called them terrorists and called them fucking scum, thieves, opportunists, fucking looters, all this shit, right? And then, and the left during that whole time, you know, wasn't saying a damn thing, was supporting them actually. So then, skip to January 6th, I was watching Fox News coverage of it, as well as CNN. CNN, of course, these terrorists are trying to do a coup, overthrow our government, blah, and our democracy, blah, blah, blah. And guess what? The right was saying the same thing, that they were fucking terrorists, fucking violent protesters that shouldn't be fucking out there, be doing that shit. So they were consistent. Who wasn't consistent? CNN and left-leaning media. You know, the same thing with the whole fucking disaster storm that happened in Texas. And I love how like that kind of just faded. Like, is Texas all right? Do we even know? Like, yeah, that shit just faded. Like, I never even heard like, okay, guys, like Texas is good now. You know, like I was like day 3 of our fucking shit, roofs falling in and water frozen, right? So I was hearing all sorts of different numbers and percentages. The lowest 10% fucking clean energy is 20% wind turbines. Just a bunch of made up fucking shit. And like, it's like I just saw some numbers that it was like 45% vaccinated. I just saw something that was like we're 54%. So where the fuck are all these numbers coming from? It's just fucking try to be the first to the news. You know, that fucking windstorm or ice storm in Texas was straight political chip city for both sides. And both sides had it fucking wrong. Both sides were being fucking idiots. I could be a fucking political advisor to either side and tell them how to flip something for their benefit. And it's just like it's weird. I don't know. I'm saying it's weird because it's like, how do they not have? They need to hire me. Like, how do they not have better people? They're just saying some dumb shit. That was easily just could look up that you're saying dumb shit. You know. Oh yeah, here's some more and then here's some more stuff to back up my claim that Republicans are less hypocritical than Dems these days. You know, with the looters, and then with these sexual allegations like that popped up with Comio, someone else too, the other guy back in the day. I mean, anytime it's a Democrats say due process, you know? They always say that. But when it's a Republican, it's always believe all women. Hashtag believe all women. But then women come out against Joe Biden, and then Kamala Harris stands with them because she believes all women. But then a few months later, she doesn't believe all women, and she's VP to fucking Joe Biden. So what's that all about? I don't know. But, you know, Republicans, I have noticed, always say due process. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think of a time that a Democrat had. I mean, for the Cumio stuff, I saw all the Republican commentators talking about due process. They weren't like, oh, believe all women. No, because you can't. I mean, you just can't do that. That's dangerous. That's just like calling everyone a racist. You know, it's a slippery slope, and I see where that leads. I don't know if I'm Nostradamus. Some people don't know. Don't think don't think past tomorrow, I guess. I don't know. But I'm like, this sucks. This isn't going to go good. And here we are, like, fucking years later, some months later, some days later for certain different fucking predictions. But I'm telling you, man, I've been batting fucking 10 for 10, dude. You know, you know, we talked about Pack of the Court. I wrote down that because we've been hearing about it for a while now. Yeah, a lot of I was reading about some Republican groups being outlawed. You know, Peterson was fucking right, dude. I turned in this awesome. I think I've talked about this, but I turned in this awesome fucking climate change report. Based off Randall Carlson's research, and the assignment for the paper was just write about anything that has to do with science. And I completed that assignment. I worked hard on it. I had my sources, works cited, all that stuff, based off another man's life research, with credentials, a doctor, and he didn't like what the conclusion I came to, and he said this wasn't in the spirit of the assignment. I'm gonna have to give you an F. Give me an F. And I was like, well, what's my final grade with that? Because this was like the final paper. He was like, well, it's gonna be a D, and like it would have been an A because I was like an A plus in this class, and then or maybe not because that might not equal out, but you know, I was a decent grade, and then this F was gonna bring me down to a D, and I was like, because this fucking final paper was a big portion too, so maybe it does, but I was like, well, a D's passing in college, so fuck you, dude. I'm not gonna, like, I worked hard on that paper. I'm not gonna write another fucking, it was like a 6-page paper, dude. I was fucking pissed. I didn't think about it, but if I turned that into, I could have sent that into, like, Fox News or something, and I don't know, bet on the news, maybe. That's all I have written down. I don't know, dude. I know I got even notes on all my computers. There's something I wanted to talk about. I mean, we could go all day with this shit. I've been free versing really. I don't know if I talked about this when I was like stated a undeniable fact, okay, that Jon Stewart was a better host and was funnier than and the Daily Show was just a better show altogether when he was host, right? And everyone called me fucking racist. They were like, oh, your racist is showing and all this shit. I'm like, your liberal privilege is showing. You're just out here calling everybody fucking racist, out here being a fucking hypocrite. So my dog just snorted really loud. So, dude, I said that word doesn't have much power anymore. You know, it used to be a serious allegation. It used to be reserved for those who hated others purely based off skin color. Now we throw, you know what I'm saying? Like, and people can say the N word. In my opinion, people can say the N word. They can make funny jokes. What makes somebody or something racist is if there's hate intended or in that person's heart. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, if some people can be racist like by accident, you know, with no hate in their heart, and say something dumb or insensitive or make a joke, or you know what I'm saying? It's just like, we need to fucking chill out on calling everything racist. My dog's chasing bunnies in his dreams. You know. Now we throw it at anyone who isn't a hollow gestured hot sauce and pursed half an ass. Okay, let's read this. This is a post. So I was called racist. That word doesn't have much power anymore. It used to be a serious allegation. It used to be reserved for those who hated others purely based off skin color. Now we throw it at anyone who isn't a hollow gestured hot sauce and purse having ass, pandering ass, gonna put a person of color on the $20 bill to increase the quality of your life, but really not actual improvement to quality of life for people of color since the inception of our party having ass, tacked on with years of false promises having ass, modern day slave owner having ass with the you ain't black if you don't vote for me having ass, poor kids are just as bright as white kids having ass, knowing about the roaches having ass, in a heated rant yelling n-words are gonna rape our wives, sister and daughters having ass, Obama the first clean and articulate black person I've ever seen having ass, destroying black families with a crime bill having ass, locking them up and the same locking them up for the same shit their kids be doing having ass, not giving two shits when terrorists are burning black communities to the ground, but when terrorists come to their backyard, it's a problem having ass, superficial, woke as fuck with a savior complex that even people of color can't stand having ass. And that was hard to read because it's such a long paragraph and it's small. I should have blew it up and I could have kept going fast, and we could have voiced in Method Man being like, get 'em, you know what I'm saying? But you know, that's just what the left is. Just a bunch of pandering ass, like, people that think they gotta hold black people's hands, like, and like, you see black people are like, the fuck out of here, dude. I want your fucking help, dude. You see, the real BLM riots were not what we saw. You know, the real BLM riots were those dudes that were down there like, yo, white people, y'all cool to be here, but don't be not doing none of that crazy shit. Like, I think the white people gave the BLM bad rap, dude. Fucking white privilege, dude. It's like the Kate Connors going down there. I got fucking pepper spray. It's like, shut the fuck up. It's just like, oh God. There's just so many people going down there and like, it's what Bill Burr said, dude. You know? Black Lives Matter movement for about 8 seconds was what it was intended for, until fucking woke white went and hijacked the movement, swung their fucking Gucci Ugg boots fucking over the fence of oppression, or whatever he says. Let's read this one, and we'll probably call it, dear Trump supporters, when you finally contract COVID or the police kill someone you love or you lose your health care, just remember we fought just as much for your rights of you and your family as we did for God, dude. It's funny because if you look at any other comment section on this, it's like, fuck them, we're not fighting for them. Yeah. This Being Liberal page is a fucking crazy echo chamber, and that's where I've been getting a lot of my political nonsense content from. Like I said, man, I don't like being in there as much, probably more than I don't like being in the fucking Republican fucking. So I get in fights with Republicans too. That's what people are like, you're more critical of fucking the left. I'm like, dude, you don't know what I'm doing then. I'm trying to be a fucking you know, a spreader of free thought, I guess. I don't know, man. I'm like, if that's all you see what you want to see, man, I'm on here fucking fighting Republicans and shit, telling them to go suck the GOP's dick more, or whatever the fuck I said to that one guy. He got all pissed. You know? So it's like, dude, I'm telling you. If I was Republican, I would tell you. I don't have no fucking quarrels about saying who the fuck I am or what I believe in. If I fucking identified and said and believed I was Republican, I would say that. But I've always said that I'm in my own party, the common sense fucking party, and I've always heard common sense from both sides, and I've also heard a lot of fucking dumb shit from both sides. Okay, so it's like, and then you always got the Republican that thinks it's all these people, the Democrats' fault, and there's no dumb people on their side, and it's the same for the other side, and it's just like, and then there's echo chambers and the propaganda machines, and it's just like, hey, it's just the constant 24-hour cycle of like, fuck you guys, they're doing this while we're doing this, blah blah blah, and it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, give it a break, dude. We need some healing. We need to turn the political news off for a little bit, maybe. Disconnect. Like I said, that's what I've been doing because I'm like, I can't do it no more. But then I quit discussing it and talking on it, and then shit pops off, and I get to a boiling point. Remember that show Boiling Point? And I'm like, I gotta say something. I gotta get this shit out of my head. And that's why it's all over the place. Because it's like, I may jot some notes down. Something I want to cover for the page. I think it's important. I think this work that I'm doing, I consider it fucking work. I didn't want to do this. I made Political Nonsense page because I just felt someone had to point out this nonsense, and I got a nice, and I told you I'm going to be adding more stuff. Let's just do some plugs and call it a day. I'm going to be adding more stuff to the page, like photo albums, categorizing things. The first photo album is going to be some side-by-side, just showing you news coverage bias that are like, it's a really good photo album. It's not I didn't put it together. I found it. I'm just gonna fucking re-upload it. I'm sure that I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm re-uploading this, dude. We gotta spread this shit because people gotta see this shit. People don't look into this shit. Like I said, dude, I've always been into just fucking researching everything, learning as much as I can about anything. I don't think I'm right about everything. I have a lot of theories, beliefs, whatever, but Dolby Diverse. This is my old site that's not being maintained anymore, but still up and running because it's a free site. I don't know when they'll take it down. So Dopely Enlightened is a division of Dopely Diverse, and it's kind of goes into a lot of, government shit, conspiracies. So, I've always I watch fucking videos. I look at forums. I look at what the people are saying. That's important. We've just gotten too comfortable on social media, We say shit on social media we would never say in real life. I'm trying to practice what I preach, and it's hard, and sometimes, you don't always have to. You can have your fucking slip ups, you can have your relapses, and still preach the gospel, okay? So that's the only way you're going to get back on track, too, and keep yourself in line. So we'll be back. Like I said, I'm going to try to do more content, and we're going to try. We've been leaning real hard right. And, I mean, I will, like I said, I'm probably always lean hard right, but we're going to try to bring it back to the middle because someone's got to start it. And me doing it's not going to be anything. Hopefully, fucking one of the big companies will be like, you know what, dude? Why are we doing this? We need to stop perpetuating this fucking bullshit. Wouldn't that be the day? Okay, peace out. Thanks for listening. Sorry if I pissed you off. You can comment. I match energy, so if you come at me sideways, we could fucking go at it. If you want to have a nice discussion, we can do that too. Peace out. Love to connect with everybody. Have a great day. Stay safe and, keep a level head out there. Peace.